Good evening, guys, and welcome again to Limitless DxT coverage of Tuesday night racing here in LFR. We're on round 13, as you can see, at the Canadian Grand Prix. We're just joining for the first part of qualifying now, and I'm here, of course, with Lee. How you doing, Lee?
Amazing right now, and I'm looking forward to this race actually.
It is a cracker of a track. We've got 14 corners here at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's looking like we've got 16 drivers tonight. I'm not sure if anyone's going to join up late, but for the minute we have 16. We've got two reserves in tonight. We've got Dr. Wolfgang in a Ferrari, who's usually in on Monday night, and Dopey Lemons is back again in the Alpha Tauri, reserving for Carl, and Wolfgang is reserving for Fatality. And we've got one newcomer here tonight. Lee, it's Rabbi in the Mercedes, who's taken the place of Mitch, who wasn't able to commit to a full-time seat anymore. So, as we're just seeing these guys come out, Lee, I think it's best to talk about the standings. First off, so...
Yep. So
one sec. Yeah, do you want to go for it, Lee?
Yeah, so we've got Dark Stomper, who's stomping away on 205 points, with Ayub trailing behind on 165 in second place. So it's a big gap between them two. And it's an even bigger gap between second and third place, with Tim on 75 points. We've got Fatality and Mars, who are tied for fourth on 74 points, just one behind Tim, so it's a little bit close there. We've got Bazaboy in 6th place on 65. In 7th place we've got H. Bosworth on 45. In 8th place on 43 we've got Judge Santi. 9th place is Beckett on 41. 10th place Iggy Combo on 26. In 11th place we've got Milan Massimo on 18. Where am I? Oh yeah, also on 18 points was Phoenix. In 13th place with 14 points we've got Roar. He's on 14 points in 13th. Where am I? I just lost where I was there. 8 points for Gods. He's in 14th. 15th is... where am I? Oh no, Cons is on 8 points also, tying with Gods. And then we've got Carol and Panda both on 2 points. And then we've got Albert, Rabi and Dresmic, who have yet to score a point.
So it is quite tight. I'll quickly go through the constructor standings quickly before we start talking about these lap times. So we've got Renault in a quite a big lead at the moment with 315 points. 252 points for Haas, and third place, the McLaren, is 152. 100 points behind second place, and 143 points for the Ferrari. We've got Alfa Romeo in 5th place on 98, 72 points for the Williams outfit in 6th. 7th is Racing Point with 69 points. 67 points is Mercedes in 8th. 9th is Alpha Tauri on 57 points. And in last place is the Red Bulls on 52 points. So it's pretty tightly at the back of that midfield. Sorry, just to cut you off there. It's just seeing some times coming in now.
Yeah, I was going to say the same there actually. Yeah, as we see, Tim has put in the fastest lap at the moment with a 108.7. Struggling to see that. just hit the wall of champions there. Lost his input.
That's not great for him. I'm not sure if he was going to go for another lap there, Lee, but I don't think he... I think he's just set a time, so I'm not sure why he's actually going round again, actually. He must have been maybe attempting to go for another lap, potentially.
Possibly. Just trying to see... on board with Gods right now as he's coming into the final chicane. Getting as close to that wall as he could. Let's see where's that put him. Bumped with a 109.5.
He's looking like Gods has got some pretty good place, and he's obviously up there with his esports teammate in second place of Mars. And we have some guys coming out of the pits. We have Rabbi coming out of the pits now, Lee, for his first lap in the Mercedes.
So looking forward to seeing what this guy could do.
Yeah, so am I. He seemed to do quite well in the trials a little earlier on, and he seemed to have quite competitive pace. As we're just about to see Judge Sansi come across the line, where's it going to put him? Fourth fastest, 1:10.011. The next driver to come up across the line is going to be Iggy Combo, but he has invalidated his lap time. It looks like he's going to go again, though. He hasn't got a huge amount of battery to play with. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to have enough to get him to the end, but we'll have to see. As you see a Ferrari facing the wrong direction, I think that's going to be Dr. Wolfgang. Just needs to be careful how he re-enters the circuit there. No traffic behind him for the time being. When I say that, he's got Gods just behind him, looking like he's just started another lap, so he needs to keep an eye out in his rear view mirrors. He just gets right out of the way, and looks like Gods has set a purple sector 1 there as he hits the wall on the exit.
Not sure is that left him with a lot of damage. I think he's lost an input.
He's still going for it as he's just coming up towards the hairpin now of turn 10. As you see the racing point on the inside there, getting well out of the way. I've got a couple of comments coming in there. On the channel, we've got a couple of comments at the moment. Just seen Dark Stomper in the pits. We'll just see what Gods can do. I think, is he going to finish this lap? No, he's not. He's just failed into the pit lane. You've seen Dr. Wolfgang getting nicely out of the way. So we'll go to Rabbi Lee, who is invalidated his lap time again.
Who was that? Did you say there?
Rabbi.
Oh.
And we've got Iggy Combo on a lap. Not yet to set a time, in 14th place in the group of 4, not to set a time. As he's coming up towards turn 10. This can be a pretty good overtaking opportunity here at Lee in the race. He has a big lock-up into the hairpin as well, and that's obviously another crucial place for big lock-ups on this circuit.
I'm just looking at the comments here. Izzy is saying evening. Oh, hello.
Hi, Izzy. I think this is Izzy's first time with us, isn't it?
I'm
not too sure.
Possibly.
I know the comments are pretty active on a Monday night when I look at the stream.
Yeah,
so they definitely can be. As we're back with Rabbi at the minute, he's just coming up to set another lap time on this same set of tyres. He's coming up to the turn 10 hairpin, and he's got H. Bosworth just ahead of him. And I'm not sure if Bosworth is on a lap. It's looking like he is, and maybe Rabbi might get a little distant tow here, Lee.
Possibly. Is it going to help him?
He doesn't invalidate it through the final corner. He is trying to get a toe off H. Bosworth. Where's it going to pull him? Fifth fastest of 109.737. So he's up there with the competitive guys towards the front in this Q1 session with 8 minutes and 15 to go. We're just seeing Albert on a lap in the racing point, the last man of the 16 not to set a lap. Just see how he gets on through the wall of champions as he's coming down to the final corner. Moving over to the left-hand side, goes 15th fastest, only just safe, and Cons is in last place at the moment in the Haas team. So Lee, are we still thinking about Dark Stomper? He's just going to claim a easy win today, or are we thinking maybe someone might be able to challenge him?
I'm thinking he's going to have a bit of a challenge today, because a little birdie did tell me that he's racing with an injury to his pinky.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, that's not great to hear, but I'm sure other drivers are going to love the sound of that. No offence to Dark Stomper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will be happy to hear that, unfortunately, but also a wee bit disappointed as well.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are quite disappointed as well. I think he will be, but he's still up there in second place at the moment, Lee. So it's nothing too shabby at the moment, and he is leading the championship by quite a bit now to Veloce, who isn't actually here today. So he's going to be dropping quite a few points to Dark Stomper tonight. If of course Dark Stomper is able to get right up there in the race, of course.
So let's see. Jesus, Iggy Combo's done 4 laps on them soft tyres he's used. Judge Santi's done 3 laps. I've seen a few people do go out there and do quite a few laps on the tyres, but it's not something I would recommend doing, to be honest, because you're going to be using them tyres in the race, just in case, you know, something happens. You might want to make sure you've got an extra set.
Yeah, you definitely might want to have an extra set at the end of qualifying. You get 5 sets in total if you get all the way to Q3. 4 in Q1 and 2, so 2 sets for each. You usually get 3 sets of soft tyres in Q1 and 2 and 1 set of medium tyres also, and then you get an extra set if you get yourself into Q3, which of course are only for Q3, and you can't use those in the race.
So let's see, right. 1, 2, 3. So, Joe.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 9.
7.
7. So let's see. These here little fact here is Alan Jones, Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton are the only drivers who've taken back-to-back wins at this circuit.
Oh, is that it? Only 3 drivers?
Only 3 drivers since, I think it was 1978 it's been.
As we see Dopey Lemons cross the line, 109.919, that's going to comfortably put him safe there, I think.
Yeah.
So we've got 3.5 minutes left in this session, Lee. A few drivers on laps. You've got Cons, who's invalidated again. It's not looking pretty bright for the Haas driver tonight, Lee. You've got Albert just about to start a lap, who may be safe from Cons. I think he's going to have another go. As you said from last week, he's just started on a new wheel, so he's still getting up to speed. That time has come down a little bit. He did reserve in Monday night last week, and he's invalidated turn one once again, getting far too greedy on the inside there, Lee. So I'm not sure if he's got enough fuel to go again, but if not, he's looking like Cons will be out again in Q1. Got a few more drivers out on out laps, probably just getting a little bit more practice into Q2.
Most likely. That's what I've noticed about some drivers, is they like to get a bit more practice in Q1, even though they know they're well and truly through. They just use that extra time to get a few miles on the practice in.
Yeah, that is the one beauty of long qualifying, especially if you feel quite confident, you know, with just a 16 here, anyone's going to get knocked out as it stands. So you can pretty comfortably run around on the same set and do a good 2 or 3, 4 laps of practice if you really want to in Q1.
So let's see, Cons is going again. He's managed to navigate turns 1 and 2 better this time. And he's invalidated again. Let's see, has he got enough fuel to go for one more run?
I'm not sure if he'll even... he may do, but he probably won't, Lee, would be my safe bet on that one. So how do you... I don't really know, Lee. Is Canada one of your favourite circuits?
It is up there, to be honest. It is a fun track to drive at. The only one thing I hate at times is the final chicane. That's just annoying at times. But yeah, I would say it's one of my favourites.
Yeah, the track limits can be a bit of an issue, I do have to admit. But it's definitely a great circuit for the racing. Well, it is for both, to be honest. It's as I always say, Lee, it's like the go-kart. It's like an F1 go-kart circuit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I mean, I remember, he's done it again, he's getting greedy.
Oh, that is a shame. He did get the one time in, and now he's definitely not got enough time to do another lap. We've got Phoenix and Milan looking like they're still on laps. Milan is not. Phoenix is just coming across the line. Can he improve? He does. He goes up one place. He does a 9.77, Lee, which is very close to Dopey Lemons, his SRM. Two drivers that are from SRM as well that we commentate on to tomorrow night.
Yes, sorry, I've just got a message there.
No worries, mate. So we're just waiting now, I think, for Cons just to finish his lap, which he is going to do. And he's unfortunately going to be out in Q1. So, just another point, Lee. Why don't we see if any of the drivers will tell us what the weather conditions are like for the rest of it. It looks like the rest of qualifying is going to be alright, but what the race is going to be like. As I'm sure to see a comment light up very quickly.
Yeah, just drop us a comment in the YouTube stream. I'm just sitting here waiting.
So just seeing that at the end of Q1, so the top three in Q1 is Tim, Dark Stomper and Mars, and we're going to be losing Cons from this session, the only driver to be lost in this session. We're going to get into Q2 in a few moments time. We have just got a comment through, Lee.
Dry race. Thank you for that, Phoenix. So it's going to be a dry race, so we'll most likely see people jumping out on the medium compound tyres at the start of Q2, most likely. I've got to say, one of my actual favourite races in F1 that's ever happened actually happened at this track.
Yeah, 2011 you're going to tell me, aren't you?
Yep. That
Yeah.
was just insane.
It was a very good race, that one, I have to admit. I remember watching that one very vividly.
You remember the incident where Hamilton and Button, the teammates, both came together?
Yeah, I do. Start, finish straight.
Yep.
Hamilton on the left-hand side, on the well, what would be the inside technically. Yeah, gets a bit squeezed.
Yeah.
That was Button's fault, to be fair.
It was, but it was wet conditions, so it is hard to see.
We all know your opinion on it.
Oh.
I mean, even if someone had cannonballed into him from about, 40 metres back, it would have been his fault somehow. Correct?
Somehow it will be. Oh, still got coffee. What?
Anyway, guys, sorry about this. We're just seeing some of the drivers out on track now as we're into Q2, and no one has started their lap yet. So we'll get the tyres up as well for this session.
Dark Stomper's on a lap.
Oh, Dark Stomper. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dark Stomper and Wolfgang have both started their laps, and Wolfgang... Oh, sorry. Dark Stomper is the first one to start lap, and on the soft tyres, Lee.
Yeah. I think he might be wanting to get a good start and make sure that he's able to pull away from his competitors right from the get-go and try and use the soft tyre to his advantage.
As we see, King Panda joined the session.
Yeah. He must have just finally finished the update. I'll be back in a moment.
Just seeing Dark Stomp across the line do a 108.715 on the soft tyres, so he's not messing around, he's just gone straight to the softs. Just for the formalities, whatever tyres you finish on in Q2, you set your fastest lap in the top 10, that will be the tyres you start on in the race. That's why you're seeing a lot of medium runners coming out now, that yellow banded tyre. And so we're just having some times rolling now. Judd Santi now into second on those soft tyres as well with a 9.933, 1.2 seconds behind Dark Stomper, and Tim just going straight into the top slots there, just over a tenth faster than Dark Stomper. So we're just seeing a few more guys out on their laps. Iggy has invalidated, as well as Dopey Lemons. Phoenix is about to come across the line to set his first time. Goes fifth fastest on the medium, fifth fastest on the medium, second fastest of the medium runners. So Dopey Lemons and Iggy both invalidated their lap times, and we've just seen 8 drivers set their laps with 4, both equal on medium and soft, isn't it? 4 on the softs and 4 on the mediums. Just seeing Wolfgang, I think, attempting another lap with only 40% battery. No, he isn't. He's just pulled over to the right-hand side to let Iggy combo through. No, his teammate, God, who's just spun into the wall and has crashed out in Q2 and lost it through turns 3 and 4. And not a great start to his second race in Tuesday night. I'm going to be starting 15th place. I see Beckett on a lap coming down towards the turn 10 hairpin. I'm just going to go through the kink of 11 and this kink of turn 12 down to the chicane. The Wall of Champions of turns 13 and 14. Wait for him to cross the line. 9th fastest on the medium tyres. That's, I can pretty safely say, that's not, he's not going to be safe with that time. I think we're just seeing Dopey Lemons starting a new lap with Iggy just about to finish his second lap, invalidating his first, coming through the Wall of Champions. Try not to invalidate through there. So just pulling towards the middle of the circuit, goes 4th fastest of the medium tyres. That was a good lap from Iggy there. And just a couple of tenths off Judd Santi on the soft tyres. As you said, Dopey Lemons is on a lap and not going to be able to complete the lap as he is invalidated his lap time again. So really struggling to deal with track limits here at the Canadian Grand Prix. But Mars now on an out lap. And he's just going to start a lap in a few moments' time. He's about to come through the Wall of Champions now. The only driver racing for the Renault team tonight. So as he now goes into the complex of turns 1 and 2. And almost loses the back end there. And I think he's already ruined his lap on those tyres. I think we're just going to see Beckett is on another lap. No, he's just finished his lap, so he's just slowly making his way in. Milan Massimo is on a lap though in the Red Bull, and he's just got a Renault ahead of him of Mars, who does get out of the way. That was a little bit of inconvenience for him. May have put him off. Have we got you back, Lee?
Yeah, I'm back. There we go.
It's alright. So it's interesting to see, Lee, that Dark Stomper and Tim didn't mess around and just went straight for them soft tyres.
Maybe be keeping them for an extra set of mediums possibly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've seen Milan through the Wall of Champions, didn't invalidate through there. As he goes through into 9th place, just safe with that time. And he's going to be able to do one lap on the soft tyres. And he missed God's quite dramatic crash, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, through turns 3 and 4, the car went spinning right up in the air. It almost wanted to be a jet plane.
I've seen a few crashes that have been like that. Oh, just so unlucky there.
Was that Mars?
Yeah, it was like a ball hair. He was over the line, but in case you didn't know, a ball hair in Scotland is a unit of measurement.
Nice little Scottish fact there from me.
The more you know.
The more you know, exactly. As we've seen, not many drivers out on laps. Top 6 are in the pits. But I say that, Wolfgang has just moved himself up into the top 6 on those soft tyres.
Yo.
And we've got Drismic and Dopey Lemon out on outlaps, and seeing that they've both fitted the soft tyres, so these guys are really in the danger zone now. And I think we've got Albert on a lap actually, and he needs to get a lap in and get himself into the top 10. I mean, starting in 11th league wouldn't be too bad. This circuit isn't too hard to make overtakes. As he hits the wall actually, Lee, just coming down, and he just bails out of it with 4 minutes and 45 to go. We've got another comment coming in there.
On it. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Boom. No, it's not cleared up yet. Sometimes it does this, I don't know why.
I'll tell you what, Lee, would you just do something actually? It would be a really good idea. Would you put the link to the Discord in the comment section below in case anyone wants to join? If anyone's watching that hasn't joined yet and just watches. As we see Drismic round onto the first DRS straight and lost his front wing. And it looks like he's going to be out in Q2. He's just got to be careful as he does wait for the Alpha Tauri of Dopey Lemons to go through as he's coming through the penultimate chicane of the lap, coming down to the turn 10 hairpin now. And Dopey Lemons really does need to set a time now, and Mars is in the bottom 5 also, somewhere we're not really used to seeing him.
Well, it's been down that the casino straight, the more happening chicane. And that puts him into 6th place with a 110.072 on them soft tyres. The only person in the top 10 on the medium tyres at the moment is Phoenix. Which I think he'll be going out again on the soft tyres.
In a few moments, yeah. Got Drismic back in the pits, see if he'll be able to get out to do another lap with 2 minutes 40 to go. We're going to see him start coming out now. First man is retired from the session, which is Tim leading the timing sheets for the moment. It looks like he will stay right up there. He's pretty confident of that, Lee, and he's quite right to be that confident. Interesting, Dr. Wolfgang, 3 laps on those soft tyres. That's going to hurt him in the race.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be doing that, to be honest. And he's run out of fuel.
Welcome to everyone watching to this qualifying session. We've got 2 minutes remaining in the session. We've just had Gods out in Q2, coming out of turn 3 and 4 with a dramatic incident. We've just seen Tim has just retired from the session. We've got Drismic out of the pit lane with 1 minute and 45 to go, with a racing point of H. Bosworth just ahead of him on a lap as well. He's feeling like he's not too safe for the minute. His teammate has said Albert in the racing point, is coming through turns 8 and 9, now up towards turn 10. And through turn 11 and this little kink of turn 12. Not really 2 corners, but it shows on the track map as being 2 corners. You see him coming down to the famous Wall of Champions, and through this chicane and close to the wall, sticking to the right hand side to get the quickest lap time possible. Goes 8th fastest, knocks his teammate down to 10th place. Phoenix is now out of the bottom. He's in the bottom 5 on those medium tyres, and crucially out on those medium tyres, Lee, and he's going slower than his previous lap. And maybe not such a wise choice from the Ferrari man. And we're seeing Drismic with the only man not to set a time, seeing him earlier on crash out of turn 6 and 7, which we're coming up to again shortly, and needs to set some sort of time to not start 14th and last of the drivers who have been able to set a time in this qualifying session.
Yeah, just went and seen Phoenix went and validated his final lap there, and unfortunately you can't get around in time to start another one, so it looks like 11th at least for Phoenix.
Not too bad a spot for Phoenix. I wouldn't feel too disheartened about that. Shame we couldn't be on the mediums, but of course if you're the only man on the mediums in the top 10, it might actually be the wrong strategy potentially.
Yeah, oh, that was brilliant there from Drismic coming through the final.
It was. Let's see if he gets into the top 10. He does. He goes 5th fastest. 2 Mercedes, 3rd and 5th. Rabbi above his new teammate Lee, and he's getting right in the scrap towards the top of the pack. And Mars is on a lap and needs to get himself into Q3 desperately in 14th, not been able to set a decent representative lap time, and he's looking like he's coming across the line, and he's run out of fuel, Lee.
Oh my god! Oh, he had the tow from the one there as well, coming down the casino straight.
He did, and you can tell as well, because even though he ran out of fuel, he got a 10.9. And Mars, for the last couple of weeks, has not really had the best of luck, as we've seen Beckett come in to the pits and see if he retires before backing into his garage. But if not, we'll just be waiting a few moments longer. So that's it. That's the end of Q2. We're going to get into Q3, and Albert takes that 11th spot, the first driver on the fresh tyres of the 7 drivers in this race. As we said, had Panda join late, and he'll be taking 17th on the grid. May not be in his correct car, but we'll have to see about that. So we're just waiting for Beckett to get into the box. So there we go. The top 3 of that session was Tim, Dark Stomper and Rabbi, and the drivers we are losing, the 5 drivers we're losing, are Albert, Phoenix, Milan Massimo, Mars and God. So the CRX boys are 14th and 15th. So that's a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, I mean, usually they're quite strong, but just a bit of bad luck today. Hopefully they could possibly make up for it in the race. At least they'll be hoping for it anyway.
Yeah, we do hope for that. We're seeing, interestingly, H. Bosworth Lee in 4th place, and Drismick's got to be happy with that 5th place getting into Q3. I haven't seen him in Q3 too many times this season.
No, I haven't actually, but yeah, hopefully his luck's turning around. So, Joe.
Yes.
Do you know how many people have actually been crowned world champion at this track in the whole time it's been around? It's 1978.
What, if I'm going to hazard a guess? I don't know. 5? 4?
1.
Who's that?
Alan Jones in 1980, when it was held near the end of this season.
Williams driver? I think he was Williams. As we're seeing, see if you can look that up quickly, Lee. As we'll see, Dark Stomper out for the first out on track, with Wolfgang second out on track. This is becoming a trend today, Lee.
Yeah, just straight out, not caring.
H. Bosworth out as well. Just we're seeing a Dopey Lemons coming out also, and Judd Santee is also out. Beckett as well, so we're pretty much having everyone out into this Q3 session straight away. 12 minutes in this session. Most drivers will have 2 sets of tyres remaining, so we'll see usually 2 laps from these drivers in this session. And then I think in about 10 and a half, well, a bit longer than that, sorry, about 15-ish minutes time, we'll be getting into our 35 lap race of this Canadian Grand Prix. So we've just seen Dark Stomper starting his lap, Lee, so this may well be the pole sitter, as we're seeing just Tim and Dark Stomper being quite far ahead of everyone else in this race, Lee, in this qualifying, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Tim's topped the time in both Q1 and Q today, so by the looks of it looks like this is a strong track for him.
Yeah, that finger injury doesn't seem like too much of a problem, does it, Lee? I was just seeing him coming round turn 10, negotiated it quite well, and just coming down the casino straight now towards the Wall of Champions and the start finish straight. Keeping himself tucked to the right hand side, getting maximum lap time. 1:08.7 again, he did that in Q2. Very similar time, seeing Rabbi coming across the line any second now. Let's see how close he can get to Dark Stomper. 1:09.4 for Dark Stomper. Drismick is the only man in the pit lane. Got a Ferrari, Ferrari of Dr. Wolfgang crossing the line, a 9.798, 9.762 between Beckett and Dark Stomper. That is very close indeed. We've got a McLaren of Tim who smashes it 3/10 over Dark Stomper and taking provisional pole position at the moment. Lee, that was a cracker of a lap.
It was that.
As we've just seen Dopey Lemons cross the line as well. And these bottom 3, Lee, very close together in this first round of laps in Q3.
Yeah, I was noticing that everybody is under a 1:10 now.
Seeing H. Bosworth negotiating turns 8 and 9, and was looking really on the limit there through 8 and 9, and he's seeming pretty comfortable with Canada. And I have to say, with H. Bosworth, he's been improving week after week in Tuesday night, and it's really started to pay off. He could have took a little toe there from Tim, but I don't think it was the best place to have a toe, just out of the turn 11 chicane, touching the wall on the Wall of Champions, not getting any damage, no track limits. 5th fastest, 9.663 for H. Bosworth, and as I said, actually from 3rd down to 7th is only 4/10, and Judd Santee is on the lap now, and we'll see if he can get in that group of 4, Lee. Group of 5,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, so he's coming around. Navigated that quite well there. Coming around the hairpin, coming onto the Casino straight. DRS wide open.
Could have had a toe from that Ferrari. Yeah. See what he does. See if he can get in that mid 109 huddle in the middle of mid pack. He doesn't. 10.4. I am sure he made a mistake on that lap, Lee.
I think he did, to be honest.
Just seen Drismic on an out lap. Iggy Combo is still in the pit lane. Invalidated his first time. And we're just going to wait now. We've got 5 minutes 50 seconds left in this session. We're going to probably wait 2 or 3 minutes until these drivers fully start coming back out. We've got some coming out a little early on with the likes of Beckett and Drismic, but Drismic hasn't yet to set a time, so we'll stick with Drismic, Liz. He's just starting his lap into turn 1. Quite a tricky chicane to deal with, and the chicane turns into a hairpin as well. It's almost a 2-in-1 corner. Turns 1 and 2 here at Canada.
Yeah, it is a bit of a complex turn, especially when you're on the exit of turn 2. You're not wanting to put the throttle down too much, or you will spin it. It's quite easy to for the rear to overtake the front of the car.
As we saw him negotiate 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 really quite well there, as I think this will be his final lap in Q3. Lock-up on the inside, not too much of an issue. Negotiated turn 10 pretty well as well, as he's just coming up to the DRS line and going to be getting up to somewhere near the 208 miles an hour mark when he hits the brakes. 206 when he hit the brakes, and down through the gears, through the wall of champions, and up towards the start-finish line. 5th fastest again, 3rd and 5th for Mercedes at the moment, Lee.
Yeah, it's quite close between them. I mean, it's only, what, 1/10 less than that.
It is, and it's certainly close from 3rd to 8th, and it's all still to play for that 3rd spot, that first spot on the 2nd row of the grid. Just seeing Beckett come across the line now. Lee doesn't improve in position. I wasn't sure if he improved on time, to be honest. Drismic just getting nicely out of the way there of a driver. I don't think that was someone on a lap though. I think it's Dopey Lemons that was on an out lap. We've got Wolfgang on an out lap now. We've got 3.5 minutes remaining in the session. Going to start seeing some drivers coming out on their out laps in a few moments time. Got, I said, Dopey Lemons on a lap, and really struggling there actually to get some top speed. Only got up to 204 at the end of the Casino straight, and down to the start finish line, and is still in 8th position, and not looking like he's gonna go again. Giusanti coming out of the pit. Iggy Combo is up to turn 10 at the hairpin. Got Beckett, who's not on a lap. Got Wolfgang on a lap, and don't think Dopey Lemons is on a lap. Maybe he is. Maybe he is going again, as he is in hot lap mode. Sometimes it's pretty hard to tell. I'm just seeing Wolfgang negotiating turn 10. We're seeing Dark Stomper on an out lap now, Lee.
Yeah, I'm on board with Iggy Combos. He's coming around turns 3 and 4 right now. In the sector 1. As
Wolfgang invalidates out of the wall of champions, and just scraped the wall in, and it validated his lap time. But sometimes it can give you a little advantage. Dopey Lemons invalidated his lap time. Iggy Combo has invalidated his lap time, and it looks like he's not going to be able to set another time in this session. H. Bosworth about to start a lap as well, and I think H. Bosworth is going to be the first man of these runners to set their final laps, Lee. So I think we're looking at 4 drivers now, Lee, at the end of this session setting laps by the looks of things. And that's H. Bosworth, Rabbi, Dark Stomper and Tim.
Ooh.
And Beckett.
Right, I just looked down for 2 seconds there, and it's literally cloudy as hell right now.
It is starting to get cloudy, but I don't think that's going to affect it at the end of the session. It is getting cloudy though. We have only got 50 seconds left in this session though, Lee. And is there rain going to come in the next 2 minutes on these guys' laps?
Well, I'm on board with Iggy Combo at the moment.
H. Bosworth invalidates under the final corner. They're all pushing now to get these decent lap times in and making mistakes at the same time. Dark Stomper has invalidated his lap time. Into the pits he comes, and you can see by the frustration of how he came into the pit lane, he's frustrated not to be taking pole today. And it's looking like Tim may be taking this. He's on another lap. Looks like he's going faster, Lee. And I think this will be Tim's first pole position.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm on board with Iggy Combo at the moment.
We're just seeing Tim cross the line, goes faster, 108.3, 4 tenths ahead of Dark Stomper. And it looks like he's going to take pole position, Lee.
Yeah, by the looks of it. I mean, Iggy Combo is invalidated again, unfortunately.
Beckett is on a lap. I think he's the next man to set a lap. Jertanti's crossed the line. Got Iggy Combo. He's invalidated his lap time again. He did try again. He invalidated every lap time in Q3, and he's going to be starting 10th in the race. As we're just seeing Beckett come through now. Jumps up a position, goes 6th. But hats off, Lee. That's the end of qualifying, and hats off to Rabbi for his first race, getting in 3rd place for the race. I think he's got to be proud of that.
Oh yeah, it'll be a great confidence boost going forward, and you'll be wanting to carry that momentum forward into the race.
So Lee, there we go. That is the end of Q3, and we've got, I think, I'm not sure I'm going to quote me on this. I've got a feeling he might have took another one, but Tim is on pole position. Dark Stomper is in 2nd. Rabbi, for his first race, is starting 3rd. First on the 2nd row. Dr. Wolfgang in 4th. Lee, it's a good performance from the reserve driver, our Monday night driver. Drismic in 5th. 6th, Beckett. 7th, H. Bosworth. Judge Santi in 8th. 9th is Dopey Lemons. And Iggy Combo, the only man not to set a time, starting in 10th place.
So that was quite eventful, but judging by the qualifying, I'm guessing we're going to be seeing today for exceeding track limits.
That could well be the case, and I think you're pretty right on that one, Lee. As we're just seeing the guys doing their setups, it's looking pretty cloudy. Not sure if there's any rain coming. We did have rain last week on Monday, which did become a pretty eventful race, if I remember, actually.
Oh, don't remind me.
And obviously we've got King Panda, who is in the session. He's supposed to be in the Alfa Romeo. Not too sure if that is going to be his car, as he wouldn't have been able to pick it. But we'll have to wait and see. It looks like he'll probably take the Renault, would be my guess, for tonight, but that doesn't really matter too much. Just got a few seconds to go before these drivers are ready, and we're going to get underway with this formation lap.
He's in the Red Bull.
He's in the Red Bull, there we go. So he isn't in his correct car tonight, but that's not a bother, as we're seeing Tim just take the drivers away on their formation laps. As we'll have a look at the tyres, a bit of a mix-up in the bottom 7. And Beckett was the only man to set a time on the mediums, Lee, in Q2.
Oh. Damn.
I didn't actually notice that, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, the only man in the top 10 starting on the medium, so keep an eye out on Beckett. His strategy may work a treat, or it may go up in smoke. We'll have to wait and see for that one. Albert is starting on those medium tyres just behind Iggy Combo, and Phoenix opted to start on the softs in the end, Lee.
We're only seeing, what, 4 people on the medium compound. Milan, Mars, Albert and Beckett.
Would you turn your microphone up just a tiny bit, Lee?
Aye, copy that.
Thank you, just not too much, just a little bit.
How was that? Is that better?
That's better. Yeah, so we're just seeing these guys starting to form up on the grid. Not going to have any delays tonight again, guys, as we're seeing Dr. Wolfgang kindly hosting the session for us tonight. So, no lag on the lights for tonight. Tim is on pole position in that papaya orange McLaren, seeing the final drivers coming out the final corner. So we're going to wait for the Red Bull of Panda tonight in the Red Bull, usually the Alfa Romeo, so if we do ever get confused with that, I do apologise for that one. So we're just waiting for him to form up now, which he is. And we're just going to wait to see these guys start the race. Might have to get Panda to leave and rejoin. I think Panda's the issue. Sorry guys, just bear with us a second. It's Cove Masters at its very best as usual. There we go, we've got the lights and we're about to get underway. And we're away for Tuesday night racing at the Canadian Grand Prix, and Tim gets away well, but Dark Stomper gets away even better and takes the lead into turn 1, but Tim is going to try and fight back. There's an instant at the back of the pack with some drivers falling down. Drismic is falling down to last place. Virtual safety car is deployed, and there's more carnage. Cons, gods in the wall. Don't know what has happened there.
I have no idea. That was just insane. I think with the lobby kind of crashing, it kind of threw Drismic off, and he wasn't able to get a great start.
Well, that's unfortunate. We are green once again. King Panda moving up to 12 from 17, but his teammate Milan Massimo making a move also goes up to 10th place. And we're just going to have a look for the leaders. I think Tim's going to have the bit between his teeth, Lee, losing it off the line as easy as he did.
Sorry, Bosworth and Beckett are side by side going into the last chicane there. Beckett just ahead and makes it stick.
But H. Bosworth is looking to fight back. Albert and Phoenix. Albert and Panda switching, and Albert is into the pits. Mars and Cons into the pits. Gods and Drismic into the pits. Bottom 5 drivers all in the pits early, so they're going to have a little race of their own, and they're going to hope for a safety car later on in this race. Tim is not letting Dark Stomper get away 4/10 between the top 2, and Rabbi is dropping back just a little bit. I said, Beckett, though, doing a great start on those medium tyres, but he has got H. Bosworth for serious company just up behind him, Lee.
Yeah, just seeing some H. Bosworth's right on the tail of Beckett with Judge Santi right behind.
As we're seeing Gods and Mars switching positions, Cons YT is on the back of Mars in 17th and 16th. Dark Stomper takes fastest lap. 7/10 separate the top two now. He's starting to try and edge a bit of a gap. Same Beckett is 1 lap behind, but we'll just ignore that. Let's hope it all sorts itself out in a moment. Mars is out of the race.
Oh, what's happened?
And into the wall virtual safety car is deployed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It really is unfortunate. I'm sorry about this glitch for the 1 lap glitch. We'll hope to try and see if that sorts itself out.
What's happened on your screen?
Saying 1 lap for Beckett and Judd Santi behind, but obviously they're not.
Everything's fine for me.
That's where you can keep me updated for that. Hopefully it'll sort itself out for me. 1.4 is the gap, 1.6 is the gap, and we're going to go green. And Dark Stomper, who's gained a huge amount of time over Tim at the start of that safety car.
Makes a move on Beckett. H. Bosworth, and he's made it faster with the aid of DRS.
Great start from that virtual safety car restart for H. Bosworth, and we're looking like we're going to have a train from 4th all the way down to 7th at the minute, and Dopey Lemons and Phoenix actually are not too far behind. That's going to be good to look out for. Just hope these timing glitches sort themselves out. Dresnick has a DRS on Gods. 3/10 separate Dopey Lemons and Phoenix. In Phoenix getting all out of shape out of turns 6 and 7 into 8 and 9 they go now, and really on the limit on the exit. The both of them is Dopey Lemons going to make a move to the inside. No, goes round the outside. He's going to go the long way round later on the brakes. A big lockup for good measure for Phoenix, and gets the move done into turn 10, and Crucial's going to have DRS over Dopey Lemons, which he does, and Dopey Lemons doesn't get it, and that's worked out perfectly for the Ferrari driver of Phoenix. 5/10 separate the top two, Lee.
Ooh, H. Bosworth with a 3-second penalty for performance. I knew it was going to happen.
It is going to start to happen. We're only on lap 5 of this race, and we've already got our first penalty, so he's already had his third and final warning. And as I said, we're seeing 6/10 between these top two, Lee, and I think Tim is going to try and knock Dark Stomper off his perch. Gods is going past Albert into the final chicane, moves himself up to 13th, 12th and 13th for the Williams driver as he hits the wall on the exit of the Wall of Champions. Coming down to turn 10 are the top two. 2/10 separate H. Bosworth and Dr. Wolfgang, the reserve in the Ferrari, with Beckett super close behind him as well. Good exit for H. Bosworth. Is he going to make an attack into the final chicane? Dopey Lemons has overtaken Phoenix. Phoenix looks like he's made a big mistake and now got Milan Massimo following close behind. He's going down the inside before the braking zone makes the move stick. Beckett, maybe he's looking like to have a go as well. Maybe too far back. 1/10, 2/10 separate the top two. They're fighting through turns 1 and 2. We're going to have to stick with this, I think, Lee.
Yeah, this battle for 4th is hot and up right now.
And the battle for first, Lee.
Yeah.
And Dark Stomper makes a mistake, and Dark Stomper loses the lead, and Tim takes that lead away from him, and he's losing ground now. And maybe that finger injury is starting to cause him a bit of bother. He's right on the edge of the DRS windows. He's trying to fight back into it again. And I'm not sure if he got it there, Lee. Just going to have to wait and see. Beckett is round at turn 8 and 9. Got to be careful of King Panda coming through. Now got Iggy Combo through. And Gods right on the limit through turns 3 and 4 is looking like he's going to take 12th place off the Alfa Romeo of Beckett, who I think must have wing damage. 1.8 seconds is the gap. 1.9 seconds is the gap between the top two now, Lee.
Yeah, Tim's really flying away with it now. I think that little mistake from Dark Stomper at the start of sector 2 kind of threw him off his game a wee bit, but I'm expecting to see him come back on the attack very soon. I mean, he's already got that gap down by about 4/10 already.
He has got it down. I'm just looking at this battle for arguably 6th place. Overtake's been done. God's in the pits. I think he got wing damage through turns 4 and 5, having another front wing change. New tyres being put on the Williams driver.
Dopey Lemon just went a bit deep into the hairpin. As we look down the inside, decides against that. No.
The two Alpha Tauris, Lee. And in the pits comes Tim. He dives in early. And Rabbi now up to 2nd place. H. Bosworth into 3rd. H. Bosworth having a cracking race for the Racing Point. And let's see where Tim comes out of the pits. Medium tyres for the McLaren man. As we're seeing King Panda coming down the pit lane now. He's not at the pit exit. He is now. As we're seeing King Panda around turn 1 and 2 got out ahead. And Tim actually has come out in no traffic lead. So maybe that was a good decision for the McLaren driver there. He can put his hammer down in clean air now.
Yeah, he's going to have to catch up to Panda really quickly.
Albert and Beckett fighting into turn 1, and Beckett squeezing the Racing Point driver onto the outside of turn 1 and taking the line and taking the position away from Albert. And Drismic is close behind these drivers, fighting for 12th place. And Dopey Lemons into the pits, and Phoenix now is going to move up into 5th place as Judge Santi is also in the pits. It's a double stack for the Alpha Tauris, and that's not going to have been good for the both of them.
Yeah, that's going to hinder them.
As we've seen them both come out the pits actually, Lee, at the same time. That was very strange.
King Panda got wing damage.
King Panda has had damage. Iggy Combo is through. We're seeing Beckett coming through the Wall of Champions now, and he's just coming into the pits. Dr. Wolfang has retired from the session. Safety car deployed. And that's going to put a smile on Dark Stomper's face.
I was literally just the way to say that. That's going to play right into his hands.
We thought Tim might have done a good call there, getting himself into clean air. Rabbi has just pit as well, Lee. Some of these drivers have actually made a pretty good call pitting early, and we're going to see if Dark Stomper is going to keep the lead. I don't think he is. Where Milan Massimo is on those medium tyres, he's not going to be wanting to pit just yet.
I think it might be better. Yep, he's coming in.
He is coming in, and we're going to see Phoenix come in. Tim is coming in to the Wall of Champions now. Dark Stomper is still in the lead and running down the pit lane. He's at pit exit now, and I think he's going to come out ahead of Tim. And Tim is not going to have liked that one little bit. Hard tyres for Dark Stomper. He's going on the 1-stop, Lee.
Tim will be on the 2-stop. That's That's a tough one to call.
This is
He's
going to
going to
make
want to get
this.
past.
This is going to spice this race up somewhat, and I do have to say, from personal opinion, I think Dark Stomper might have made the wrong call there.
Not so sure on that one.
I do remember last week, or it might have been Teatime Friday League, that someone tried the one stop. It might have been SRM actually last week. Someone tried the one stop and it just didn't work. They lost the lead with about 3 or 4 laps to go. So but we'll wait and see. We don't know. It could be different here, but my personal opinion, I think Dark Stomper has made a bit of a mistake there. But we'll have to see. Of course, we don't know until the checkered flag. That is the beauty of any sport, even in the virtual world. Just don't know what's going to happen. It's a bit of a godsend that for Comms. He's going to be able to catch right back up to the back of the pack. And we still have 15 in this race on lap 10. We're under virtual safety car at the moment. We did have Tim on pole position. He lost it at turn 1 to Dark Stomper. Lost Mars towards the start of this race. There was a bit of an incident at the back of the pack. And there was 5 drivers involved, and Dr. Wolfgang caused this safety car.
Cut, Wolfgang.
Coming to show these Tuesday boys how to do it, Wolfgang, and you mess it up.
Well, like I said earlier on, coming out of turn 2, the traction there isn't the best. You've got to be really careful getting on the power, so
yeah,
it's an easy mistake to make.
It is an easy mistake to make, to be fair to him, but this is going to be an interesting race. Just as you're under safety car, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the season. I think we've got 90 now, so just 10 more to go if you're watching. And got a race tomorrow night with SRM Racing.
We don't week break.
Oh, we don't. It's a week break. I do apologise. Yes, we've got nothing tomorrow. That's good, Lee. Day off.
Well, not for the viewers.
Not for the viewers, unfortunately. Don't know. Let's see. Maybe get them to do a social race or something, Lee.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We might have something for you tomorrow. We'll wait and see. Anyway, we're going to see the safety car isn't in this lap as Comms is not caught up to the back of the pack. So it looks like we're going to have another lap under safety car, Lee.
Yep.
As we definitely are now, as he's passed the pit lane. Sometimes we have late safety cars. Apologies for this little error I'm having with the audio out of turn 14 Wall of Champions. It seems to cut off for a second, so that is the game doing that. Not too sure why it's doing that. I don't know if that's happening to you as well, eh?
No, my audio is fine. I think the only thing that happens with me sometimes is gearbox glitch, but that's just
Standard.
Yep, typical.
That is standard. So,
fingers crossed there's less problems in the next game.
So yeah, as I was saying, please subscribe to the channel. We want to get up to 100 subscribers before the end of F1 2020 into 2021 with Season 2 going to be starting, and we're looking to start at the first week of August on that game. And check out last night's race in Russia, round 14 of Monday Night Racing. And next week we've got the Texas Grand Prix, aka the USA Short, next week. So first time of going there, Lee, and we're going to have to work on some setups, I think, for that.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not at the same time.
We're going to have to see. Obviously, we'll see how many people get into the practice session. You might get someone like Curly doing commentary on the practice session on his Twitch stream. Not sure what we're going to have for commentary next week. Might have Hobo back, but we'll have to wait to see. Anyway, back to this race. We're on lap 12 and the safety car is in this lap, and Dark Stomper is dictating the pace on those hard tyres. And my guess is he may go now out of this final corner, and he does. And he doesn't get the best getaway. Tim is hot on his tail. 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings for Cons YT. That would be out of the Wall of Champions chicane, going on to lap 13 of this race. And Rabbi is going to want to try and stick with these two, Lee.
Oh yeah, he's going to want to stick. He's going to want to stick with them and hopefully stay within the DRS range for when DRS is activated.
Dark Stomper going defensive down this short DRS straight. Obviously DRS not enabled for a couple of laps. Coming up towards turn 10, hairpin goes to the inside, does Tim, and down the inside, big lock up for the two drivers, and Tim looks like he's going to take the lead in the side by side through that, and down the casino straight they go. No DRS enabled. This is pure power and battery, and no assistance needed. Inside though for Tim, and he's looked like he's going to have the best line through the final corner, and looks like Rabbi might get a sniff of a chance into turn 1, Lee.
God is in the pit.
Cods has retired from the session. Not sure why he retired from the session. Cons YT is now in the pit. Yellow flag is sector 3. We're down to 14 in this race now on lap 14. Front wing change for Cons YT. Dark Stomper now losing ground over Tim, but that is to be expectedly. 1/10 separates Dark Stomper and Rabbi. Sorry, Lee, didn't even notice that. And Rabbi cutting the corner there, and he's going to have a look for a move on. Yeah, and he goes down the inside, and Dark Stomper gets the switcheroo at turn 10 and gets that move back. But they're side by side once again, and Rabbi is not going to give that up. The Mercedes driver trying to make his stamp on Tuesday Night Racing and gets the move done. He's harvesting battery though, like there's no tomorrow. And CRX Gods has left the session and is out of this race. And got front wing damage on the front right, and that may be a pit stop for H. Bosworth. He was having such a good race up until now. Milan Massimo is going to be coming through and potentially taking that 4th position, but Dark Stomper is now down to 3rd, and Rabbi is starting to have a crack of a race here, Lee.
Yeah, he's going to be wanting to push and try and catch up to Tim. He's only 2 seconds behind. No, just over it now.
He's just 2 seconds behind. Phoenix is overtaking Dopey Lemons out of turn 9, and a big lockup for Phoenix as well. 5/6 separates Rabbi and Dark Stomper. Looks like Dopey Lemons is going to fight back to the inside. To the outside goes Phoenix, and down the inside goes Dopey Lemons. Later on the brakes cuts the final corner, and there's a big smash from the rear from King Panda, it looked like, and H. Bosworth is in the pits for that front wing change. Phoenix down the inside at turn 1, switchback for Dopey Lemons, and they're fighting hard, these two SRM drivers.
Oh yeah, Dopey Lemons isn't going to give it up.
Oh, and they're so close through turn 3 and 4, and those fully committed, the pair of them, and King Panda getting a good view of this battle ensuing ahead, and he's going to want to join in on the action to fight for that 6th place, obviously starting from the back, and he's having a pretty good race as it stands. 1/10 separates Phoenix and Dopey Lemons now, and is Dopey Lemons going to look for a move into turn 10? He is going to have DRS now as we've just passed the just past the detection point, and doesn't look to have a go, but he's pushing him through turn 10, Lee, and is definitely going to think to have a go. Is Phoenix going to go defensive? He does. He's going to make Phoenix try the long way. And he does. And there's a little bit of a wheel bang there. And the DRS really aided him. And Panda into the pits. Iggy Combo, Beckett, Albert, Drismic, and probably H. Bosworth as well are going to be up places. And Rabbi still Humphrey holding on. Albert has been spun round. Not too sure what happened there. Not sure if he's got wing damage. Haven't got a good enough shot yet. H. Bosworth is through on King Panda. And King Panda, as you see, just coming out at the pit lane. Albert, no damage. So not too bad a loss for him. As we see just Santi, a little bit of lag issues there. And we're still seeing Phoenix and Dopey Lemons really close together, Lee.
Yeah, the pair of them are constantly battling it out. Oh, Phoenix just lost a little bit of traction from the hairpin there.
Judge Santi has left the session, Lee.
On it.
And that's not going to help Dopey Lemons in the sight. He's having an AI car just ahead of him. And Phoenix is going to try and pounce on this opportunity. 7/10 now separates Rabbi and Dark Stomper. Those hards are starting to work a little bit better for him now. And going to be closing that window of tyre advantage over those medium tyres. 2/10 separate. Dopey Lemons goes down the inside on the AI of Judge Santi. Phoenix is in the wall and being passed by Iggy and Beckett and Drismic. And down to 10th place now. With this big queue of cars being held up by Judge Santi's AI. But he is back in the lobby, obviously having a few technical issues. These drivers need to be slightly careful about overtaking Judge Santi. And see if Iggy tries to the inside. But these three of them are all trying to fight, and oh, they're all so close together, Lee. 5 cars all bunched up. It's like the M5 at 5 o'clock on a Friday night. It's turn 10.
See, Iggy Combo and Drismic are side by side. But Iggy Combo's out of DRS.
And there's still a big car park into the Wall of Champions. And I think Judge Santi might be back in his car again. I'm not too sure yet.
Yeah, he's in.
Oh, and Phoenix comes out of nowhere. And he's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. He just missed his braking zone there. Mistake from the Ferrari man. And another mistake in the wall. Wheel is off. And out of this race goes Phoenix. Safety car deployed down to 13 drivers now, Lee.
I was on board with Albert there and I nearly pooped myself. That was quite frightening. Let's see if Con's going to do it. And he actually did. I had that feeling he was going to do that. I don't know why.
Do what?
He hit Phoenix there.
Cons.
He must have just not realised. He's only got front wing damage, so he's fine.
Yeah, Dark Stomper is in the pits. Tim is in the pits as well. Medium tyres. Rabbi's going free on Dark Stomper.
Everybody is pitting.
Everyone is in the pits. Albert's in the pits. And he's got his teammate H. Bosworth behind.
Is Bosworth pitting? Bosworth will be...
No, he's not. He's staying out. And on those hard tyres, he is going to go to the end. Panda is going to the end. Cons is into the pits. H. Bosworth up to 5th place. 6th place is Beckett. Just got out ahead of him. Drismic just out of the pits. Iggy Combo out of the pits. King Panda scrapping with Albert there by the looks of things. And we're all through now. Judge Santi out of the pits. pretty much all on medium tyres. Soft tyres though for Cons YT. Interesting comments coming in, Lee.
It was Wolfgang. He said he lost the car on pit exit and went into the wall. That was Wolfgang.
We are disappointed in you, Wolfgang, to say the least.
Easy mistake to make. Come on, like you've never made a
No, I've never
easy
made it.
mistake.
I've never made a mistake, mate, ever.
I forgot. You're great here.
I'm just. I'm so good. I'm so good. They should make a new game for me called Formula 0.5 because I'm that good.
Sure.
Yeah, I wish.
Albert's in the pit again.
And some other comments coming in. Lee Albert has said in the pits onto the medium tyres, and most likely the safety car will be in this lap, and we'll start racing on lap 22.
Yeah, so Wolfgang said his tyres were cold and didn't have grip. That's understandable.
Or he just ran out of talent.
Why you got to diss him, Holmes? He was doing me a favour by hosting tonight, and here you are just slating the boy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll be alright. Thanks for staying in the session though, Wolfgang. I do appreciate it, mate.
He's probably sitting there laughing his head off.
He probably is. Talking about other things, Lee, there's only 3 drivers not on penalties. 4 drivers not on penalties. Another comment coming there, Lee. Safety car is in this lap.
As if I ran out of talent. That was a comment from Wolfgang there.
Well,
so he's firing back at you.
He definitely is. Another comment coming in quickly. Just quickly say that one, Lee, before we get underway.
You see, yeah, he's laughing his head off. So
I say that, Lee. I think we have got underway with Tim getting a pretty good start, but Rabbi close behind him, and Dark Stomper actually losing out a little bit. Albert 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and these top 3. It's going to be a very interesting battle to see what happens. King Panda up to 9th and having a bit of a scrap with Dopey Lemons, sort of getting on the curb. Dopey Lemons making a mistake, getting on the grass now. Judd Santi and Albert go through. And down to 12.
Dopey Lemons has got... No, he's not. I thought you had damage there. I thought you hit the back of Judd Santi, but looks like Judd Santi's looking to make a move on Panda. Is he going for it? No, he's not. Decided against it.
He did side against it. King Panda's now moved up to 9th place, started 17th. Not bad for the Alfa Romeo driver in the Red Bull. And we've seen Albert and Judd Santi getting very close to the back of that Red Bull. And Albert making up that place. That was a great move from the Racing Point driver.
Unfortunately had a
Sorry, Lee. Dark Stomper going to the outside at turn 1, trying to overtake Rabbi, and makes the move stick on the brakes. Goes the long way round. Job done. And now on the attack to get Tim for another race win since his return. I think it'll be his 5th win and 2 second places. And really being outstanding just over halfway through this season.
See Rabbi getting another 3-second time penalty, unfortunately. I think the wise thing for Rabbi to do right now would just be to stick behind Dark Stomper and just use that DRS whenever he can.
As you see Milan Massimo, big lock up into turn 10. Field is starting to spread out, but this is could well be the case with only 13 drivers left. H. Bosworth coming on the defensive now against Drismic. DRS is now enabled. 1.4 seconds separate the top two, and 1.5 is Rabbi back to Dark Stomper. And Albert and Judge Santi are dueling again in towards turn one they go, and Judge Santi is on the inside and keeps that 10th place and got the sister Red Bull car just ahead of him. I'm going to see if he can move up the field, and crucially he is one of only 4 drivers left in this race with no penalties to their name, so he could move up quite a few positions. 3-second time penalty again for Albert. A lot of these drivers struggling with track limits, Lee.
Yeah, like I said, it is going to be a track for track limits. I mean, it usually is when it's a lot of these fast flowing chicanes. You usually do end up getting some getting right on the back of Honda. There was Judge Santi there. Yeah, you usually do get quite a lot of warnings. But as we see, Judge Santi, DRS is wide open, like the jaws of a shark.
As we're seeing Panda and Albert, and Cons has moved up a position on Dopey Lemons on those soft tyres, and he's making them work. I'm not sure if he'll be able to go to the end on that set of tyres. Iggy Combo clipping the wall out of turn 4 through 5 and into 6, and this Secure Cars is really starting to form up now, and Beckett is right on the gearbox, and Milan Massimo goes to the outside. Milan squeezes him, and he has to go off the track. No warnings applied though, as he did a big lift. He is going to take DRS onto the Casino straight. Through turn 10 they go, and Milan lock up and gets the car straightened up for this long back straight. DRS enabled for Beckett. 1.6 seconds separate the top two. Still no penalties to speak of between the top two.
See Beckett going for a move here.
Dark Stomper, 3-second time penalty. Beckett going to the outside of Milan Massimo. Takes 4th place with no penalties. And really having a good race is Beckett, and potentially looking for a move. Dierismic is round.
It's on the wall.
Into the wall, having a fight with Iggy. Got to be careful with drivers going through, and in last place now on lap 26. We've got 10 laps left in this race, and Cons is now up to 11th. He's almost in the points league.
Yeah, it's just behind Albert. Oh! Nearly went into the back of Albert there. He's just that wee smidgen lit on the brakes there.
Dopey Lemons has also got wing damage again, and we've got Albert right on the back of King Panda, and Albert should have the advantage here on these newer medium tyres. Iggy Combo moves up. H. Bosworth, 3-second time penalty. It's all starting to get a bit aggressive now. King Panda is being squeezed by Albert, and they were trying to go side by side through the final corner, but that was never going to work. Cons is retired from the session. Safety car deployed once again, Lee.
Trying to figure out where it was that happened.
I'm not too
I think that was
sure. Final corner, Lee.
Well, we're champions by the looks of things. Oh, Rabbi!
Drive through penalty!
Wait!
No!
Is Beckett going to get a podium?
Beckett could well get a podium here. This would be Beckett's first podium of the season, and not to put Beckett down or anything, he's not really been used to being right up in these positions this season.
No, he hasn't. I think a lot of the times he's he has had the pace, but he's just been a bit unlucky at times.
Oh, Tim!
What just happened there?
Tim went. The stewards are definitely going to have a look at that. Tim went through, was halfway through the Wall of Champions, saw Dark Stomper going into the pit, so then cut over and went into the pit lane. So didn't actually enter the pit lane, the pit lane entry. So
yeah.
he may have to take a penalty for that. Lee Beckett is in first place.
Oh, right. Now, let's see.
With no penalties.
This is where he wants to try and keep calm and just control the rest now. Got a few messages here. Alan Hunter saying, shout out to Sean Martin, first time watching. Oh, welcome along here.
Thanks, man. If you're interested in joining the league, I think, Lee, did you put a comment of the Discord in the link below? If you want to join the link, and if you want to race, just here to watch, then that's absolutely fine. But if you do want to get involved, then there is a link for the Discord. We've got other leagues we're a part of on a Wednesday night and a Friday night, so if those tickle your fancy as well, let us know and we'll get you involved in them as well. Just waiting for this next lap. We're going to get underway with lap 30 with 6 laps to go, Lee. And Beckett, I'm not going to say it, but he's in with a good chance, Lee.
I think you did just say it there.
I didn't say anything. I said he's in with a good chance. I didn't specify what. We've got some more comments coming in, Lee.
Yeah, Curly says, evening all. What up, Curly?
Hello, Curly.
Well, let's see. And that's Wolfgang and Curly just having a wee conversation there. So, yeah. This has been quite an eventful...
It has been an eventful race. It's been a bit of everything tonight. We don't usually see this rate of attrition from TNR.
To be honest, I think the couple of cups of coffee that I've had have perked me up, to be honest.
More comments coming in. I don't think we've had 18 comments on a Tuesday night, so thanks for getting involved, guys. Safety car in this lap, so we're going to get underway on lap 30, and as I said, 6 laps going to be remaining in this session. I can safely say this will be the last safety car of this race with the laps we have left to run. Maybe some VSCs, but I think this will be the last of the safety cars, and we're going to see Beckett do a safety car restart for the very first time, Lee.
Oh,
and he's gone really early, so this is interesting, and I think this was a good tactic from Beckett because he's caught a lot of these drivers off guard.
Oh,
this is interesting. Got Dark Stomper trying to fight back, goes down the inside on Iggy Combo into second place. He goes. He has got time penalties. We're going to have a look at these time penalties. Iggy is trying to go back around the outside. He tries to get the move back, and Dark Stomper comes back again. Shuts the door on Iggy Combo. Tim is moved up on Milan, and Rabbi has got that drive through to serve. Got the bit between his teeth now. His race is not over yet, with a few laps to go. Everyone in the comments below, quickly, driver of the day, have a little chat about it, and we'll go with what you guys seem to think. Tim is going to have a go on Rabbi now. Rabbi has got his drive-through. Instant. Rabbi. Tim have caused an instant. There's a big crash at turn 11. There's loads of cars all together. It's all kicking off here with Tim actually coming out in third place. Don't know how he managed that, Lee.
Oh, see, Rabbi and Milan are side by side.
And Milan Massimo, Judd Santi trying to fight Milan down the inside.
What a move! What a move going into the final chicane there.
And it's all kicking off, as I said. Tim is now into second place. Dark Stomper trying to hunt down Beckett. Beckett in the lead of this race. He's going to have to drive for his life to get this win. King Panda has lost the position to Dopey Lemons. Iggy Combo. They're all fighting towards the back now. It's all kicking off. 20 seconds worth of time penalties.
Somebody's got damage.
Iggy Combo has got damage. Drismic is going to try and fight on Iggy Combo around the outside at turn 6. And gets that move done. Iggy, he may want to fight back into the podium, into the points positions. Is Drismic now.
Panda's got damage.
It's Panda's got damage. Tim is trying to catch up. 2/10, 1/10 separates the top two. Dark Stomper goes through on Beckett. Is he going to fight it back? He's not. What I think he's going to do now, Lee, is try and hold and get that DRS for the next lap. But not sure if...
come on, Beckett.
If
I know I'm not meant to be biased, but come on.
I would love to see Beckett on the podium. It would be great for him to take the win. I don't think that's going to happen, as he's on those soft tyres, but you never know. But that gap is starting to shrink in now. Tim is right on the back of Beckett, but he could still get a third.
Yeah, it's possible.
And Tim is going to fight back and get that position off Beckett. Beckett down to third, got that move done on the exit of turn 7. Better traction for the McLaren driver, and Beckett's now going to try and hold on for that third place, but he's still in that window of Dark Stomper, who has got the penalty. So if Beckett can hold on and hope that Tim catches up for a fight for the last 2 or 3 laps, game on.
Well, he's 2.7 seconds back, but the DRS is wide open now.
1/10 separates Judd and H. Bosworth. H. Bosworth's going down the inside on those soft tyres. Gets the move done well before the braking zone. Got Dopey Lemons on that 20 seconds of time penalties. And is really struggling. Albert is getting close to a disqualification into the wall. Front wing damage for Albert. And really not great. Into the back of Drismic. And Albert crashes himself out on purpose there. And that is unfortunate for him. And so that is going to have to be taken up with the stewards. But for now, we'll get back to the front. 1 second separates the top 2 now, Lee. But obviously, I think Tim's going to have to be looked into for the stewards for the way he entered the pit lane. But I'm not sure if that will affect his race. May put some points on his licence. So it's still all to play for, Lee. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, that gap is shrinking and shrinking. And as I said, Beckett's going to want to hope and pray that these two get into a fight in these last 2 laps as we're coming up.
Yeah, that's what he's going to be hoping for. I mean, these 2 Alpha Tauris have been battling it out. Oh, that's the last lap there.
Dopey Lemons went from the out to the inside and wasn't able to make that work. 5/10 separate the top 2, Leo. Sorry, I think we just need to concentrate on this battle for the win, Lee. And especially with what Beckett can maybe come up with in these last couple of laps. Said these two might be fighting hard for the last couple of laps. And we might see... We still might have a chance for Dark Stomper to see if Tim can get a time penalty. Big kick of oversteer for Tim there. Out of turn 10. He's really trying to push hard now, Lee. DRS wide open. And
what a move from Iggy Combo to get past Drismic. And now Rabbi's making a move going into the hairpin.
He's going to try and get himself up into the top 10. Oh, further up into the top 10, should I say. Goes round the outside of Iggy. What a move from Rabbi. Trying to make up, but he hasn't got any battery to play with. And Iggy might fight back. Dark Stomper and Tim are fighting hardly. We're just going to have to keep with this on the last lap, Lee. We don't know what this is going to come down to. Looks like Beckett may take third place. He has got Milan right on his tail. Beckett can't afford to get a penalty now. 2 tenths separate the top two now, Lee. But Dark Stomper, of course, having that 3-second time penalty, which he's going to be absolutely hating right now.
I think what Tim's going to do, I think he's just going to stick behind him.
Oh, he's not. He's going to get him on the road. Down the inside into turn 10. He takes the lead. And the pole man gets back on top in this race. And looks like he's going to take the win on track. 3 tenths separate third and fourth. But obviously Milan, having that 3-second time penalty, would still finish in fourth place. As it stands, Tim coming through the wall of champions with Dark Stomper right on the back of his gearbox, and Tim is going to take a win in Tuesday Night Racing with Dark Stomper coming home in second. But Beckett is coming across the line to take third place for the first time on the podium, with Milan close behind. So quickly guys, driver of the day in the comments below. I think I've got my driver of the day. Let's see if everyone else agrees.
Will Fang agreed with you, Beckett, driver of the day.
And
For me, it's close between Beckett and Rabbi.
It would have been Rabbi for me, but I think that drive-through, it's just that way. It does say Milan Massimo, but I think we're going to give it to Beckett. I think if people agree with that in the comments, I hope so. But anyway,
well, Will Fang agrees with you.
That was probably the most eventful race we've had on Tuesday.
Yeah, got to agree there.
Not such a bad thing. Tuesday's been pretty good all season long so far, but that was rather interesting, I have to say. Got some more comments coming in. Does the top three want an interview? I'm sure Beckett might want one. Just trying to find my phone, Lee. I've actually lost it. Oh, there it is. So yeah, so sorry, we'll just quickly go through the orders. Tim won the race, Dark Stomper was in second, Beckett was in third, Milan Massimo was in fourth, fifth was H. Bosworth, Rabbi came sixth in the end, seventh was Drismic, eighth was Panda, ninth was Dopey Lemons, 10th was Iggy Combo, Judge Santi finished 11th, and everyone else DNF'd from this race.
I said, had some word from Judge Santi that apparently glitched, and it said that he finished 11th. Yeah, he didn't finish 11th, he got, I think it was 7th or something.
Okay, well, we'll double check that after the race. So I'm not sure if Brandon's gonna turn up.
No, his headset doesn't work, so
Yeah, of course. Just bear with us a second, Tim. Could you just make sure that your audio's on, buddy, so everyone can hear you? Um, so have we got that all sorted, Tim?
Yes.
So well done, mate, on your second win, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
That was definitely an eventful race, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was. The safety car on the middle, like on the middle of the race, really helped me with the strategy. When I was on the mediums for the second pit stop.
Yeah.
That really helped me. But then the second full course safety car, that was really bad because I don't know what to do. Or stay on the tires or go on the softs. And then I saw Dark Stomper and I don't know the Mercedes on number 3 into the pit. So yes, I can't go on the mediums because they like gonna pass me if it's nothing. And yes, it was a great race. The pace on the softs on the left were very, very great. Had a little incident when the hairpin. I was side by side with the Mercedes.
Yeah, it looked
the
like
drive-through.
he just braked a bit late.
And he steers to the right, and then we had a little accident because I can't brake because I get a hit on the side of my car. And then we had a little collision, but yeah, it's like, I think, a race incident, so...
Yeah, well, we'll just have to see. Obviously, I don't think it'll take it away from your win. I think the stewards are just going to have a little look at your pit lane entry on the last safety car, just because that was a bit cheeky. I think you can agree with that was a bit cheeky. But we'll see. I don't think we'll put a time penalty on, but we'll just have to wait and see about that. But anyway, well done on your second win. Obviously, Dark Stomper is starting to run away with the championship a little bit, but it might start seeing you get up there in the championship a little bit more.
I'm trying to get high as possible. So.
Yeah, it's definitely, and you definitely. It's a shame that we haven't got a couple of the drivers today. Like obviously Mars had a bad race today, and you know we've seen that like Gods who's has been up there last week or so as well, and obviously Fatality wasn't here. And your teammate Bazzaboy has just told me he can't have a full-time seat anymore, so we're gonna have to find you a new teammate. But yeah, it's just. But anyway, you run a cracking race with no mistakes. Obviously, you said that incident into the hairpin. You did actually come off quite lucky there because you came out top of the bunch of drivers that got involved in that incident. So you did have a little bit of luck on your side.
Massive lock up. So just one. It looked I did a full dive bomb on the inside, but my brakes just lock up because I get a hit. So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But anyway, it didn't matter in the end, did it? As you still took the win. You took the win on the road, crucially, as well, and not just doing it over time penalties. Anyway, you got anything to add, Lee?
Not really. I've just got to say that was a brilliant race from yourself, Dark Stomper, just pretty much everybody there. That was just great racing there. Like, what were your thoughts when you at the very start on your first pit stop? Were you hoping to just get a bit of an undercut and do a two-stop?
Yeah, at the first pit stop, I had a bit of wing damage, so they needed to change my wing, and then the safety car comes. So that was the first safety car. So that was a bit lucky because the gap between me and Dark Stomper was not that big anymore. So that really saved me because of the front wing damage. But the pit stops. I tried to get an undercut because I had front wing damage, and I don't want to get a gap like more than it was to be.
Well, we've just got to say, what is it with Germans and having good luck here? I mean, that's...
Yeah, that was a glitch because I choose Dutch with my profile, but it shows a German
He's
flag,
Dutch,
so
Is it?
Dutchly.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Uh,
that's really weird.
That's a weird one. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes I see it like where it shows like rest of the world and everything,
yeah,
but never like German for Dutch.
that's very
That's a
weird.
weird
I
one.
didn't get it.
That's a weird one to be honest.
Yes.
But yeah, that was still a good race. Like you just came through and just stormed it at the end. To be honest.
you
Yeah.
did. So, how are you around Russia, Tim? Because that's next week.
Russia, yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a nice track. It's not my best track, but yeah, I don't like it because it's basically all the same corners. I think, like every corner has like the speed, like this little bit of the same speed as every corner on the track. But yeah, it's not my slowest one, so definitely gonna be a good race, I think.
I think you feel the same way about that there, Joe, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
You
I
hate
do.
it.
Hate it. Didn't do. I
After-
was doing pretty well yesterday, but had more bad luck. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks Tim for joining us.
Yes.
We'll get off now. So obviously, I don't know about SRM tomorrow. We're not sure. Might try and arrange something, so we'll let you know on that one. Sunday. Don't know what's going on with that at the minute, as we just had some issues with it, but we might have some little things going on until the end of the season. But obviously back Monday next week, so the Texas Grand Prix USA short with us on Monday, and Tuesday we got Russia again. So yeah, please obviously make sure to like, share and subscribe on the video. Check out our other content from this week, last week, whatever week. Thanks for joining us, Tim, and
Yes.
brilliant. And that's the end of the stream. That's goodbye from me, and it's Anne Lee.